Hey guys, thanks for joining us for another review brought to you by the Bourbon Brothers. As always, I'm Gavin.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we are drinking Sazerac Straight Rye Whiskey.
Yes, this is the flagship Buffalo Trace rye product, if you will. Sazerac is the parent company that owns Buffalo Trace, but this is their whiskey. First started in New Orleans in the 1800s at the Sazerac Coffee House, which was essentially a saloon at that time, more or less. But they also started the Sazerac cocktail at this coffee house using rye whiskey. So it's a little bit of the genesis of the name and the product, but we're looking forward to giving you a review of it today.
Yes, Jeff, this Sazerac Rye is bottled at 90 proof. It's no age statement, however, Sazerac.com, Buffalo Trace's parent company, listed as being a 6-year-old rye.
So we'll go with that.
We'll go with that, 6 years old. Like most Buffalo Trace products, it's highly allocated. It's hard to find. It'll pop up in one of my liquor stores once every other quarter. So happy to be able to review it for you today, see if it deserves all the hype surrounding it. Let's take a nose.
A little bit of fruity, some fruitiness on the nose,
sure.
As well as some vanilla.
There's a fair amount of spearmint, some green tea even.
I did a little, some of the black pepper that is typical with, a lot of ryes. What I'm getting that's not typical is the corn. There's
Sure.
And, again, not for sure what the mash bill is, but I think we've heard rumors that it could be as low as 51% rye.
Right.
With, a much higher corn percentage than most ryes.
And Jeff, that wouldn't be too surprising. Buffalo Trace doesn't really use a lot of rye in their whiskeys.
Yeah.
So, meeting that requirement of 51%, maybe even just a little bit higher, wouldn't be too surprising.
Yeah, certainly.
Jeff, also getting a little bit of clove in here as well. It's 90 proof. It seems like the flavors are fairly muted, but we'll see how that goes on the taste.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
A lot of candied spices on the tip of the tongue. A fair bit of mint as well too.
Yeah, I get a decent hit of black pepper, closing about mid-palate, as well as some anise in there.
Definitely a little bit of anise. Kind of like a buttered toast, along with some wood notes.
Yeah, I get a little bit of the oakiness as well.
It's not really the most balanced, right?
No, I would agree. And corn also is in there.
Yeah.
I think throughout the bottle there's been some subtle shifts as well. But unbalanced is probably not a bad term.
Sure.
A lot of different stuff in there, but it doesn't mingle well together. Maybe.
Sure. Yeah, on the finish, it's very short. It's a short finish. A little bit of licorice on the back end.
Yeah. Not too much going on the finish.
Yeah. So, overall, not as good as I hoped it would be. I think it's still very enjoyable. It's very smooth.
Oh yeah, very drinkable, and more in the Maryland style rye versus the Monongahela rye, or even today's MGP style rye. So it's definitely a change from that type of mindset as well.
Sure.
Probably maybe a little more of the corniness than I like in ryes, probably. But I think maybe this is even just us nitpicking a little bit, because I think it is. It's a good product.
Yeah, no, and it comes with a very friendly price tag of under $40, usually around $30.
Yeah, and it's got a very pleasant bottle to look at as well.
Right.
One of my favorite bottle designs.
Sazerac Rye, often known as Baby Saz, because of the similarities it shares with its antique collection, Sazerac 18 Friends. It's a nice product. I don't think it deserves a lot of the hype that it shares with most Buffalo Trace products, but certainly worth a try at the price. So, Jeff, Bourbon Brothers review. How would you rate Sazerac Rye?
I think we'll give this a B. Sure. Like I said, it's good. It's maybe not as good as maybe we hoped it would be, which part of that could be the how high quality the antique products are to rise. as well as the height. But I think it's a good product. Certainly something I would not turn down. Would probably, I would buy it again. So.
And I'm sure it mixes very well.
Yes. Yeah. Sazerac cocktail, old fashioned.
Yeah.
I really liked it in a cocktail.
All right, well, hey, thanks for watching another review brought to you by the Bourbon Brothers. We hope the review was helpful. If it was, please give us a like and share it. You can also find us and our other reviews on Twitter at Bourbon B Reviews. Cheers.
Cheers.